What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm bringing you this game called Stories: The Path of Destinies. Now, I seen it in places in the store, and I was like, okay, cool. So I looked at it. I was, look at the little preview, or whatever. Yeah, it looked interesting, so I wanted to bring out that today. And don't worry, I will put out an Overwatch video today as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Wow, amazing.
Once upon a time, the infamous rover Reynardo plundered the floating isles. Then his mother called him to her deathbed. "Swear to me that you won't die on the gallows," she rasped. Reluctantly, he swore. And he whiled away his days at home with music, cards, and wine. But the Emperor had changed. He'd been good once, a shy, almost humble toad. He'd built universities. But then people started whispering about mass graves in the woods, midnight rituals, victims screaming. The Imperial Ravens would round up entire villages, and no one ever returned. The Ravens had come to Ubar scouting for ancient books said to be of great power. But the librarians had hidden the books, so they'd burnt the librarians. The citizens, outraged, had driven them off. The Ravens had come back with dropships. The kid had fled with one of those books. He was brave and dumb and wanted to join the rebellion. And Reynardo had promised his mother he'd protect him.
Okay, interesting story so far. Now, ice cream, sorry. Now, I don't know what kind of game this is. Like, what in the preview it was like a four person point of view. I'm hoping to see what kind of game this is. It looks fun. This actually good. There we go.
The kid was looking down, watching his city burn. "Sorry, kid," Reynardo told the kid. "Look, if we give them the book, they'll leave you alone." "My mother died for this book!" "I promised her I'd protect you." "Ah, damn it." The kid had run off. With the book, of course. So Reynardo had to run after him.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. Actually, the art in here is actually well done. I actually like it. I don't think there's any jump on it. So far, I got an attack button. Wow, this game actually looks really good. So I have no control of the camera. So I'm guessing
The two ravens were staring at the kid like he was their dinner, which probably was what was in their tiny brains. "Hey," Reynardo said. They cocked their heads at him. "Pick on someone as ugly as you." Wait, that didn't come out right. "For the Emperor!" The ravens cawed and rushed at him.
I already like it. The enemy's above his head. Square counter. Awesome. I did not think I was gonna like it this much. It's actually pretty cool. So yeah, like I said, I have no control of the, I have no control of the camera. So it's all,
A
it's all the
dropship
game.
flew overhead. He hoped they hadn't noticed him. The kid.
So it's aim, throw. Nice. Hold him.
the Gate of Heroes. Someone's idea of a joke, making the skyship docks a gated community. You needed a hero's sword to open it. And the kid was on the other side of the gate. Who let you through? Promise me you'll take the book to the rebels, or I'm gonna steal your ship. I'm not taking that damn book anywhere, and neither are you. Try and stop me, laughed the kid. I bet you don't even have a hero sword. And with that, the kid hopped away. Had to hand it to the kid. He was an idiot, but he had guts. Where was Renato going to get a hero sword?
Maybe this chest here.
Ore and wind essence? That sounds about right.
Wind essence.
I'll need a workshop, though. Perfect.
Okay. Sword crafting. This is the sword crafting menu. Here you can craft and upgrade powerful magic swords. Gather the required materials from the chest scattered throughout. Boreas? Boreas? I thought you saw you say that.
A hero sword. QED.
Is it? That's easy. Anything else around here? Guess I gotta keep my eye out for these chests, huh? But I think it won't be that easy, obviously.
This is what he got for settling down and finding people to care about. The kid's mum had been a swell cook, and she'd laughed at Renato's jokes, even when he didn't know he'd made one. And then the ravens had come to burn her. And she'd made him promise to protect the kid. But she never told him where the book was. Just the kid.
So far, it's an interesting story. So, frog is a toad that's apparently a king.
He came up to a ledge. It was too far to jump. There'd been a bridge here before, hadn't there? And there was Peter, giggling at him. How'd you get across? He asked the kid. Where'd you find a hook? I hopped, said the kid. Wise-ass kid. Hey, look out behind you! Cute, said Renato. Ah, ravens.
Ravens, okay. So essentially, this King Toad has ravens as main.
It was
Just
time
like
to
the
talk
space
some
battle.
sense into the kid. Just hook his way across the ledge and chase the kid down. Thing was, he hadn't used his hook since he'd retired. How had he done it? Maybe if he meditated at that altar there, he'd remember his old skills.
Altars of learned skills. Okay. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Meant to read that. There are 4 tiers of skills. Okay. So, okay,
It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot. Like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
Awesome. So I got all these little things. Cool. So nice. Doesn't even indicate you're supposed to do. Oh, that's the
And there was the Farfarer. She was the fastest ship he'd ever known. She could do the Kessler run in 12 furlongs. Oh, so the salesman had told him. And something told him the kid was about to walk into an ambush. Stop! He shouted. I'm not giving you the book! Shouted the kid, and took off. No! Peter! But the kid ran for it. And a goggler nailed him with its eye-beam.
Like I was saying, see that's how it'll indicate. See, can I? Oh yeah, I can. Oh, just cut him in
was unburned. Next to it were the buckles from the kid's shoes, and a kid-sized pile of ashes. Damn it. Why hadn't he lied and told the kid he'd take the book to the rebels? The kid would be alive now. Really pissed off and betrayed, but alive. Oh, damn it. Reynardo picked up the book. He couldn't let the Empire have it now. He was going to have to get it out of there. He'd be a wanted man. Probably have to join the rebellion just to have a place to dock. Well, he'd hated home life anyway. What was the big deal about this book anyway? Maybe he should open it and find out. All that had been years ago. How many? The war was a blur, and now 3 Raven scout ships were chasing him. Where are you running, rebel? Cawed the Raven captain over the loudhailer. Reynardo could see them cranking up their catapults. Just going out for milk? Reynardo yelled back. Where can you run? Laughed the Raven horribly. Far behind him, another city was burning. The dark cloud above its island was thousands of Imperial ships. The fleet was doing a thorough job. Take us to the rebel base! I will spare your life! It cawed. The entire jury-rigged rebel fleet was only a few islands to the east. Beyond that were only the pillars of heaven. A sea of endless blood-colored tornadoes. The rebellion was out of time. Unless Reynardo could bring a game-changer. Maybe he could. Reynardo had found out where he could find the pieces of the Sky Ripper, the legendary weapon that had exiled the lost gods. Surely a legendary weapon could win the final battle. On the other hand, his old friend Lapino had sent Reynardo a desperate message saying he had a brilliant scheme to save the rebellion. If Reynardo could only rescue him. Reynardo dived the Farfarer towards the abyss. As he felt the heat of the jet stream, the Raven ships peeled off, not stable enough to follow him down there. Now it was time to choose. Lapino or the Sky Ripper.
Excuse me. Wow, this is actually interesting. I didn't know they were gonna do this. So you can make a new old friend. Brilliant. The rebellion was out of time and Reynardo needed a game changer. Even though Lapino wasn't what anyone would consider a game changer, he could come up with some harebrained schemes, maybe rescue him. It was worth it. Build a Sky Ripper. The rebellion was out of an ancient artifact that defeated the lost gods would indeed be a game changer, though it was split into 2 pieces years ago. Reynardo could rebuild it by first getting its armature. Let's be the good guy.
Ah, Lapino. Apparently, the Mad Rabbit had sold a Pegasus that he did not exactly own. Lapino always wiggled out of trouble, given time. But he was out of time. The Ravens had figured out that Lapino was a rebel spy. If the fleet reached him first, they'd string him up for that. Never mind the winged horse.
So I'm guessing maybe you can go back and choose a different storyline.
Lapino had apparently managed to confuse the judge by arguing that he hadn't actually stolen a winged horse. He'd only sold it. But wait, where was the prison? The village was empty. Had everybody fled the Ravens?
Let's see what the gems are about. Gem socketing. This is the gem socketing menu. Here you can equip powerful gems that will augment both your offensive and defensive capabilities. Your gauntlet has 3 sockets into which you can put gems. Select one of the sockets. So you have no gems at all, obviously.
Building these platforms was so expensive, they'd run out of budget for guardrails.
Here's some enemies. Look, some chest though. You have to see one. Oh, I see.
People were frightened these days. Just 2 weeks past, Reynardo had sneaked through an empty town and listened to the Raven's call about the Emperor's new taste in ritual sacrifice. Reynardo's blood was up. He just needed to smash something.
Okay, so obviously we need fire sword. Fire essence. So you can go this way. Seeing the chest up that way, so maybe we'll have to go around, something like that. Smelter? We have yet to. I feel like. Alright, let's see if. Well, I'm guessing we can't change that. Might have to be the other way back here. Kind of like this though. See who's down here.
Can't we just agree to disagree? Said Reynardo. No? Ravens were landing everywhere.
Oh, awesome.
The advance guard. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, they'd eat him for breakfast.
Maybe
Or
this way.
a snack. Ravens weren't picky. If they got hungry, they sometimes forgot to interrogate their prisoners. Even top spies like Lapino. Where had the mad rabbit got to?
We got Nora. I didn't even notice. Why are there so many apples? Down here. I guess not. Let's check that here first. Oh, look, there's a chest.
Renato felt like he was ready to learn new things. Thank goodness he didn't have to go to school for that. It was starting to come back to him. Something you never completely forgot, like how to freeze time when attacking. The more he fought, the more he'd probably remember.
I do love the fighting style here. The fighting style is pretty awesome. I love it. So far, it's pretty cool game.
Renato felt a chill run down his back. Or possibly a flea.
I love the narrator. I think it's pretty cool. Probably worth making the game too as well. Let's go this way.
Missed his old skills. He welcomed them back like he was at a reunion.
Attack immediately with the previous attack hits to land a perfect strike. Bonus damage. Double combo bonus. Cool. Go this way. Oh. Excuse me. Oh. I was gonna say it was that lever, but it was just a shovel that was put in the ground. What's this?
Dirty and bloody, Renato finally reached Lapino.
Nice.
The rabbit was practicing his shuffle. Renato recognized the cards. It was Lapino's favorite deck. Oh, I thought you were in danger. I am. The ravens are coming. Oh, the prison thing. Right, yeah, see, this guard owed me 53 ducats, so we made a deal. They're very reasonable people, actually, for weasels. Now, I got a brilliant plan to kidnap Zenobia. We capture Zenobia, we find out what she knows, and that's the whole war right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Capture the Emperor's greatest general, who also happened to be a deadly sorcerer and, oh, his only daughter. That would be worth it. On the other hand, he could still get to the core of the Sky Ripper, even if he couldn't get the whole thing. It must have great power.
I think we should go for the Sky Reaper. But before that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it right here, guys. And if you did enjoy this, be sure to like and subscribe. And part 2 will come soon. But later today, I'll be uploading Overwatch video, so look forward to that. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you did, like I said, enjoy, then subscribe. And peace.